Hey guys, happy Halloween! But before we continue the rest of this video, let me go and get changed. Yabba dabba doo. So yes, I am dressed up. It is getting to Halloween after all, so why the hell not? So pretty much, this video is pretty much, I'm going to give back a little bit to you guys. It's a little trick or treat, I guess you could say. So pretty much I asked you guys, for your OCs, I'm going to pick 3 random OCs, 3 random ones, and pretty much we're going to see which ones I'm going to do in Halloween style. That's pretty much what I tweeted, but on Facebook, and I also asked in Discord, and you guys were very, very responsive, and I have quite a few, and I mean quite a few. So pretty much we're going to be randomly picking them with the spin the wheel, and then we'll find out with the Halloween style which ones. So yeah, without further ado, let us go and spin this wheel. This should be very cool. Let's see what we're going to be getting for the first one. Okay, now we have the wheel all set up and ready. Let us spin it. Let's see who's going to be the first one that I'll be drawing first in Halloween style. Spin the wheel. Let's see who we're going to be drawing today. And it is... oh, it's a pretty close one. It is... wow, I know who this person is. Stormy is the first one of her OC we're going to be doing today. That's going to be pretty cool. And what style exactly we're going to be doing that with? That is a very, very, very good question. Let's spin that wheel and let us see who it's going to be and what it's going to be. It is going to be done as the Grim Reaper. Okay, so Stormy's OC as the Grim Reaper. Okay, let's get started in that one. Okay, so we have the first one. It is Stormy's OC as a siren. Now, what's going to be pretty good about this is pretty much sirens. Well, this one can pretty much fly and float pretty much, which is perfect for the theme of the one that we're pairing her with. And that is the Grim Reaper that we have gotten, which is perfect because the Grim Reaper can pretty much does been things of he can fly and float, and I don't know, maybe can he fly and float? I mean, I guess, I mean, why not? He's the Grim Reaper, I mean, you know, he's there. So pretty much it's kind of taking 2 things that are magical and mythical and merging them together. A siren Grim Reaper. Wow, that would make it even more terrifying. So pretty much with this, I wanted to pretty much have obviously the bones and the skull and everything else, but I wanted to also incorporate to make sure that I have the aspect bits of obviously the siren DLC. So what I did is, instead of going for pure black, I decided that we should go with a bit more purple hue, stuff like that. Obviously that's the main thing, we're taking colours from that, it's purple. We've still got the scythe, you got to have the scythe. And pretty much the other thing is I had to look up like fishtails and stuff like that to kind of get to what the bones are like and stuff like that. The other thing I had to also make sure to do was not just drawing the skull, but I had to kind of go, I wanted a kind of weird kind of feature, like you can kind of see the face of it, and it would kind of be, it's kind of hard, it was hard to describe, but you'll see it pretty much here at the end bit. But what I decided to do is draw the skull first, draw that first, have that down. Then what I decide to do is I decide that I will actually also draw it, the siren head on top of the skull, and pretty much have almost a transparent effect, so you still know that it's Stormy's OC, but you also know that underneath it is actually the Grim Reaper. I mean, who knows, maybe the Grim, I mean, there's been depictions of pretty much the Grim Reaper as a human, like an old man, or a skeleton, obviously most of the time, so merge the both. I mean, it's pretty much a disguise at that point as well, so I thought magic, you know, merge the 2, it kind of works. I think it's kind of cool. So yeah, that's pretty much what I decided to go simple. The other thing I decided to go is I wanted to time myself as well, so I gave myself at about an hour and 20 minutes for pretty much each one of these. So I want to kind of hammer these out, and yeah, I want to get as many as I possibly can done in the one video. So but yeah, this is the first one, the Grim Reaper, but it's a siren. Okay, we are now back on the next one. And who is it going to be for the second one? We've done the first one, looked pretty good. Let's go and jump on right into the second one. Who's going to be the lucky person to be picked? Who knows? Let's see who it's going to be. And the wheel is spinning as it spins round and around and around. And who are we going to get today? Hey, we have our winner. Try to remember their name. Let's see. Zephyr, I think it's Zephyr Moon. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm trying to see it in here. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't quite see. But yes, that is our second pick. Now we spin the wheel again for the Halloween style. What are they going to be as? Let's find out. And we're spinning the wheel once again. Let's see what Zephyr Moon's going to be dressed as. Let us see. It is going to be... Okay, alright, Vampire. That's a classic. That is quite the classic. So, let us start with that one. Let's see how we get on with this one. This is looking to be pretty cool, but we won't go one more right after this one, but let's do this one first, and then we'll jump on to the last one. Okay, we are on number 2. First one went pretty well, let's go for the next one. So, pretty much the lucky person that got picked to be a vampire is pretty much Zephyr Moon. I am so sorry if I'm thinking your name, the name of the OC. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Really, I am. Anyway, let's get to the point of this. We're pretty much going to be drawing him as a vampire. Pretty much. Weirdly, I've been playing a bit of. I've actually not played a bit. I've played a lot of vampires. That's going way off of what I'm talking about. Pretty much, we're drawing him as a vampire. This was pretty easy to kind of do. This was not too difficult to do. I kind of had a lot of good references. I had to look at stuff like that. I wanted to look at some of the kind of classic vampire outfits and stuff like that. But I also implemented a few newer bits and a bit mixture between, you know, we've seen some vampires have like this red gem or something that's like thinging their cape and stuff like that. I wanted it a bit tatter that kind of like sways a bit. It's got bits coming off it and all this. I wanted to kind of have the red vest but then the white kind of shirt kind of looking. Trying to take from like classic kind of vampire look that we've seen, but try and make it look a little bit different. What was quite cool about this as well is there was quite a few other OCs as well that had, well, some of them were pretty close to looking like a vampire anyway. There were some that were bat pony as well. So I had that thingy, but luckily this was one that pretty much I could completely change completely. But this was like, you know, the other thing that I decided to also do is I decided that from vampires and things that I've looked from references, their hair is kind of like slicked back. It's like kind of thinged back from the older ones and stuff like that. But I still want to kind of put in some kind of thing with the cape. So at the end of the bit, you can see I've kind of made it a bit like tatter and stuff like that. Like it's an old cape and all this and stuff like that. So what was kind of cool is really looks good as a vampire. Yeah, actually really good as a vampire. But yeah, this one was pretty straightforward. Well, like I said, I gave myself another hour and 20 minutes to do this. I want it, like I said, hammering it out as much as I possibly can. Yeah, this one turned out really well as well. I really enjoyed doing this as well, and we have a vampire. Okay, we have swung out 2. We have 1 spot left. 1 spot, and that is all we've got left. So we spin the wheel one last time, and let us see who's going to be getting done today. Let's find out right now. And the wheel spun. Let's see who it's going to be. Okay, alrighty. Chaos, I think that is Chaos, and he sent an interesting image. That's from Peter Griffin. I'm pretty sure that Anyway, spin the wheel one more time for the Halloween creature, whatever he's going to be. Not sure, but we'll find out. We took out 2, we've got a few there left. Let's see who it's going to be. The wheel spun for the last time. Let us see what we're going to be comparing that as. Okay, another classic creature, another classic one. A wicked witch. Or maybe a cool witch, who knows? But most witches are kind of clingy and stuff like that. But hey, this is our last pairing. This is the last one we put together. Let's draw this final one, and then we shall conclude this video. Time for another one. Wow. Okay, we are on the last one. The last one. It is pretty much Chaos as a witch. Now, I had to look up a bit of the witch because witches are mostly female most of the time. That's how it's been depicted as that. But there's also things like the Witcher and stuff like that, witch hunters, stuff like that. Those other things appeared. But I had to have a good look. Have witches also been male as well? And guys, you know what? So I had to look at it, and apparently, yeah. Apparently there actually have been depictions of that as well. I had to really look it up, but yeah, apparently there is, and I was like, well, what do they look like? Do they look a bit different, stuff like that? So there wasn't quite a full point definition of exactly it, but it did say there were, weirdly, it think there were more male witches than there were females when witches were going about the namesake. Weird, I know, I had to look it up, I had to double check. I'm not 100% sure if it, but that's what things like Wikipedia and a few things have said. Who would have known? But obviously you need to take these things with a grain of salt. But anyway, I went, okay, cool, I'll take that. If it says it there, I can do it. So, oh, here's a funny thing. This person's OC. I know him in person. I've met him a few times as well. Gotta be honest, yeah, didn't know this was gonna be. So yeah, so pretty much I need to make sure that this is definitely good. Still gave myself another hour and 20 minutes. It is fair. I give everyone a minute and 20 minutes for this. The things that I found difficult, because I didn't have many references, I had a few things. I tried to keep things like, I wanted to kind of keep the purples and stuff like that, because you've got that. You see so many purples in witches, don't you, in Halloween? It's happening all the time. But yeah, a lot of kind of witches have purple and green and stuff like that. I didn't think green would kind of implement into this too much, so I decided not to, because there were some depictions of male kind of guy witches, stuff like that, with kind of like black and red and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I'm going to incorporate a bit of both. Kind of a purple kind of cape that kind of goes over them, and you've got the kind of red kind of into kind of vest jacket thing, and then pretty much you've got the purple hat as well. I was trying to go make sure, not exactly the easiest one, I will admit, because not many references, they were kind of vague and stuff like that, but I think that this actually turned out not too bad. And to say the end, why not just throw a bit of Harry Potter and put them on a broomstick as well, because haha, you got me in this witch, sweetheart. But yeah, I hope he likes it, because I'll see him probably in person, probably next year. You know what I mean. But anyway, here's Chaos as a Witch, the last one. And there you have it. 3 OCs done in 3 Halloween styles. Well, that's pretty much what I put in, but you know what I mean. Overall, we have 3 creatures. We had the Witch, we had the Vampire, and we had the Grim Reaper. Pretty cool ones. I'm actually really happy with all 3 of these. These actually turned really cool. Thank you guys, everyone, for participating in this little thing. I want to kind of give back a little bit. Obviously, I can't draw all these characters, but hey, maybe you might. Then the next time maybe do something silly like this. Who knows? You never know. I haven't done a video in a while. I apologize again. But anyway, thank you guys so much for participating. I am GreenFly. I'm Freddy Flintstone right now. Yabba dabba doo. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, see you guys later.